My name is Angie Sanchez. Today I will be answering some questions on a very interesting topic. This video talks about bioengineering and many experiments they have done. Okay, let's start.
What have been the three great stages of evolution? The three great stages of evolution were 1. Darwinian evolution passive. 2. Civilization controlling the environment. 3. Directed evolution designed. What are some of the animal hybrid he present? It featured hybrid of buffalo and cattle, hybrid of sheep and goat, hybrid of llama and goat, and hybrid of tiger and lion. What have scientists done with bioluminescent cells jellyfish? This bioluminescent gene has been introduced into mammalian cells. Once they managed to do that with cells, they happened to do it with kittens, mice, pigs, and also with monkeys. Even in some states, you can buy luminescent pets like zebrafish that are usually black and silver in color, but you can find yellow, green, and red. What does he say about the difference in regulation on genetic modification between the US and Europe? He says that in the US, most of the food they buy in supermarkets already have gene and modified components, and in Europe, without any regulation and even without any identification on the package. Name a few of the animals that have been successfully cloned. Dolly was the first cloned sheep, also a rat, cat, Snappy's a dog, and a horse. What have scientists managed to do with cockroaches and Goliath virus? Enon is cockroaches. They placed electrode on its ganglia brain and then a transmitter to make it a kind of insect robot. In the Goliath virus, they placed a computer chip in their wings tied behind their back and thus managed to fly and turn left and right. What was so special about the monkey with the prosthetic arm? It was special that this prosthesis manages to recreate the movement it received from the monkey's brain, and thus the jumpsuit was usually adapted the prosthesis. What was grown on mouse's back? Created by Charles Visconti. He altered this mouse to be genetically modified to have less immunoreactive skin than human skin, creating an ear that could then be removed from the mouse and transplanted into a human. What is Paul's view on bioengineering? Paul says that organisms can be designed directly. We can manipulate the plasma of life with unprecedented power, and that gives us responsibility. What change does he predict in the future? Change such as the creation of organic robots, where they take away the autonomy of animals and make them taste, and that this can also be used in the human body. With this, the would be taking control, and also a new evolution for the future of the species. What did you think of the talk? The talk witnessed expose a topic in particular seems very interesting to me. Science, it helps us to understand the scientists' advances and genetic transformation that have been successful by biological engineering. Did you like his presentation style? Yes, I like it because not only did it bring the subject adaptably, it also uses visual tools such as the projection of the cloned animals that have been successful, and this allows for much more interaction in the presentation. What's your opinion in the different experiments? The cloning of animals can be a fit because in the long term the benefits can be very good, since if the development of the technology is completely effective, then it would no longer be a problem for the animals that are danger extinction, because it is enough to take genes and clone them to keep their species alive. Which ones do you find interesting? I found the experiments interesting where they use electronic chips because they allow through electrical pulses known as brain wave they control the action of animals in different ways and direction. Which experiment do you think go too far? Experiments that have gone very far is the cloning of animals and bioluminescent cells in animals. What uses can you see for the different bioengineering animals? Mr. Pauls in his presentation says that these animals can be fed with micro cameras, and important use would be in the military area in espionage part, where they would no longer set humans to spy on the enemy's position, but would send these animals and thus save more life. How far do you think we should go at the time of making experiment? This experience must be regulated in the countries where they are practiced, because we do not know what genetic mutation can have consequence for humans' health. Should we clone humans? I think it would be nice to do this kind of experiments on animals, but I don't agree with cloning humans because although these experiments are created for a breakthrough in the world, they can end up causing a lot of damage humanity. What problems do you foresee if we were started cloning humans? Science is carried out by human beings. Therefore, it is subject to errors because these experiments are not 100% safe. For this reason, scientists must study all the possibilities, not just focus on the feats they can accomplish. They must focus on whether it will do the world good in the future. Who should decide the limits to which science can go? The human intelligence has limits, although many say other way, because only God is unlimited. That is why I believe that the organization in charge of approving this experiment have an obligation to take care of human health and not be blinded by creation that can cause great harm to the world. Should people be able to design their own pets, children, bodies? I believe that God designed everything to perfection, so that with His creation can change sometime that has already been created. That is why I think it would not be necessary to design pets, children, and bodies to all liking.